Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another new episode. It is our 40th episode, by the way. A bunch of marks. I'm your host, Brian Daniels, and joining me on this episode currently until I'm sure Eric's going to be doing a run in here soon, or maybe in like an hour or so. Currently joining me to my immediate right in the studio. It's my amazing wife, Raven. What's going on?
Hey,
How you doing?
I'm okay.
You good?
Sure.
Are you looking forward to talking about this?
Sure.
Okay. Confident.
Oh, we'll get into that when we get into
Sure.
it.
Yeah, part of it I'm good about. And then my podcast tag team partner, Josh Thundershaver. What's up, Josh?
Hey, yo, I totally stole that from Hacksaw Jim Duggan. I've done it every episode, and I don't care. How's it going?
Okay, nobody. No, I don't think they're going to care. Guys,
No.
tonight we are talking about, this is our post and our final episode of we are at the end, guys, of the road to WrestleMania we do every year. And this is our last episode for 2026. We're going to be doing our thoughts. I know we got a lot of them.
This is our last episode for 2026?
Of when it comes to WrestleMania, anyway.
Okay.
Yeah. Guys, it's a wrap. This is our last episode.
We're calling
it.
it.
The last episode
See you
of
next.
the, not the last
We're
episode.
spring only.
We have lots of episodes to go still. But we're going to be talking about WrestleMania 42, and boy, what a show! Wow!
Yeah.
Never in my life have I went from hating a show to liking a show in the very next day.
Wow. Yeah.
Usually the
It's not been
opposite.
ever split this far. Yeah.
Usually we don't like the first night,
No,
or we like the
like
first
the
night.
first night.
We don't like the second.
Yeah.
So, this show obviously took place in Las Vegas, Nevada again, the exact same place from last year, which I think really killed the excitement for it. I always get excited when they go to a new city and
Yeah.
like a new vibe, a new crowd. They should never do this again. I will say that this was a test and they failed and they should never do it again. I will say they did do WrestleMania. I forget what Mania it was. Maybe you guys can help me. I know Eric, if he was here, he would definitely know.
Eric would be able to just pull out of nowhere with more stats than you need. Yeah.
Yeah, there was a Mania where they did it in like 3 different cities or something in the same night.
Oh, what the hell?
I don't remember what WrestleMania that was. I know Eric, when you get back in here, when you're in here, we'll ask him. He'll tell us. I know he will.
From the future.
I can just hear him chiming in right now saying, "Oh, it's WrestleMania and it was at this place and it's all the shit." But as far as
I can tell you.
you know already, which one is it?
WrestleMania 2.
2 different
Dose.
cities.
Yeah.
WrestleMania 2 in 1986.
Mhm.
The only edition of the event held in 3 cities simultaneously.
What 3 cities were it?
On April 7th.
Was it?
Uniondale, New York.
Okay.
Nassau Coliseum.
Okay.
Rosemont, Illinois at Rosemont Horizon.
Chicago. Yeah.
And Los Angeles, California at the LA Memorial
Coliseum. Cool.
So,
okay.
New York, Chicago, and LA.
Okay. So 3 cities,
I can't believe it.
Same night.
You beat Eric on some information.
Yeah.
Well, he's not here. He probably would have been like right away.
Yeah.
Take the win.
Well, this is the first time
taking the win.
This is the first time they have been in the same city in back-to-back years.
Yeah.
Don't do that again. Let's not do
that. Bad WWE.
Bad WWE. Well, they're bad for a lot of reasons. We'll get to that. So we're kicking off night 1. And we started off, ESPN Unlimited did an hour free for everybody who's poor who can't afford $30, which I don't blame you for not spending that kind of money.
Or just doesn't want to.
Or just don't want to, or there's multiple ways to do it. We kicked it off with the Usos and LA Knight defeating Logan Paul, Austin Theory, and I Show Speed. Do you guys have some thoughts on this?
No, I'm just kidding.
Man, that was bland.
Skip.
That was literally just a wrestling match that we saw. Like that's all that there was to that.
Yeah.
So I feel that way about the entire night 1, but
and I don't disagree with you.
Yeah.
So
I liked it. I mean, I don't think it was terrible, but see that again, I feel that way about most of the matches on night 1.
Okay.
It wasn't terrible.
Yeah.
I liked that Speed actually did some wrestling. Wasn't really sure.
Yeah.
He did a few things, yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't really sure how much he was going to do. Would I have liked to have seen him do more? Yes, but what he did do, he executed very well.
Okay, he went from the top rope.
Yes, he did. And
I went from the top rope one time my entire career. It was the weekend after Macho Man Randy Savage died, and I did an elbow drop for him, and I never did it again because I shit my pants the whole time.
oh, jeez.
Top
He not
rope
only
is
did it from the
terrifying.
he not only did it from the top rope, he did it from the top
He did
to
it
the table
to
outside.
the table. Well, he
On
did it from
the little the corner
yes,
post,
the
ring
the
post.
post, ring post. Good God,
Yeah, he
neither
stood
one
up
of
on
us
top
did.
of the ring post.
Yeah, he was on top of the ring post, so he didn't
Yeah.
even get like that extra momentum from the rope bouncing. You
Right.
know what I mean,
No,
or
yeah.
gimmick or anything.
Oh yeah.
So he did that splash from the ring post onto the announcer's table. And who did he do that on?
Logan
Or
Paul.
was it Logan? Well, it was Logan
Yeah,
Paul?
it was Logan Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did look, and it looked good.
It did, yeah.
It looked really good.
Like I said, he
Yeah.
didn't do many different wrestling moves, but what he did do, he executed very well. And I knew that we were going to get some high flying stuff because he was training with Logan Paul, and Logan Paul is a high flyer. So I
Yeah.
was looking forward to that, and it didn't disappoint. I wasn't expecting a whole lot, and I think it delivered on my expectations
Okay.
anyway.
I'm
Good match.
I'm gonna just say my quick piece on this. This felt like Josh just said, it was a match. You know, there was nothing special about it. I will say that if we're gonna have a streamer, I like I Show Speed.
Yeah,
I mean, I think he's a really humanitarian of a
he does
streamer.
seem to be, yeah.
He gives back so much to people. If you've never,
He's
say what you want about Logan Paul, and I agree with you for the most part, but outside of this, he actually is a good guy.
who's Speed?
Speed,
Yes.
like
Yeah.
good dude.
Yeah.
I mean, really,
And
really.
and he's not overly talkative about it. Like he doesn't bring that
He's
attention
not real
to
prideful.
himself very much.
He's not prideful.
Yeah.
He doesn't boast about it a whole lot.
Yeah.
But outside of this, we had Jimmy and Jay here. This was Jay opening up WrestleMania again. Because if you don't remember last year, the first match was him and Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. So he opens up WrestleMania again. My big takeaway from this is, Logan Paul and Austin Theory, they're the World Tag Team Champions. I really wish we had a tag title match at some point because we had no men's tag titles match at all. How you don't have Damian Priest and R-Truth at all on this card after being champs is just insane to me. However, I don't know how to book wrestling, apparently. So that's not me. I think the biggest takeaway for me that I'm personally bummed at here is LA Knight being at the bottom of the card. I think out of all of these guys, LA Knight deserves to be way higher up the card. I think he should be at least be in the mid card. I don't know what this does for his career, but Josh, what are your thoughts on this match?
Well, WWE has that weird mentality, and you should know because we've been playing GM mode where like the opening match is one of the bigger matches. I mean, to me, the opening match, I'm gonna miss the opening match part of the time because I'm off getting nachos or something if I'm at the arena, stuff like that. So I feel like it did what it did. It started off the event. The match itself wasn't that great, but by the time we got to the end, everyone was up and bumping and going, mainly because LA Knight's music is fucking where it's at. LA Knight, but I feel like it did what it needed to achieve because by the end of it, we were like, "Yay, LA Knight won!" And I Show Speed did some stuff, and Logan Paul got his stupid ass kicked, and nobody likes Logan Paul,
Yeah. Okay.
So it wasn't bad. It definitely wasn't the low point of the night, but it didn't really. I mean, if we weren't doing the show dedicated to talking about the matches of WrestleMania, it would be something I would glaze over.
Okay, fair. All right, let's move on to our next match of the night, which was the unsanctioned match between Jacob Fatu and Drew McIntyre, which I'm guessing is well, considering what happened on Raw last night, the feud between them now is over. This was the culmination of their rivalry the last few weeks. Yeah. This was an unsanctioned match. You know what my problem with doing. Here's what I think they need to do. Next year, have a pre-show with matches. Don't make any of the WrestleMania matches the pre-show. Because for me, I'm looking at the time now. I'm paying more attention to the time.
Oh, you mean on the free hour?
Right. Don't make the first hour part of WrestleMania, like the card. Because I felt, because I'm I was like, wow, it was like 7:40 when this match started between Jacob Fatu and Drew. I'm like, oh shit, they got 20 minutes. Well, 20 minutes is a long time. Let's be real. That's a long time.
Yeah.
But I was disappointed in this match. Um,
Yep.
it's unsanctioned.
Yeah.
So this should have had blood.
Mm-hmm.
This should have had. I mean, I'm watching AEW now. Like I'm fully into
Oh yeah.
the brand. I am a paid subscriber.
You've embraced the dub.
I am now there. And I have seen matches that weren't unsanctioned be what this should have been.
Yeah.
Which is like we're talking like blood. We're talking. I mean, they got the toolbox out. You know, you had
Oh,
Drew
yeah.
looking like he got PTSD
That's
from
what
the
I was gonna
toolbox.
say,
You know, from CM
PTSD.
Punk
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
their Hell in a Cell match. So, but nope, there was no color in this match. Nobody
No,
got busted
uh-uh.
open. You had quite a bit of table spots outside the ring spots, which is nice. They didn't really fight in the crowd a whole lot like I wanted them to. I mean, this really should have been like them kicking, I mean, all throughout the stadium
Yeah.
Yeah.
with the time that
With
they
it being unsanctioned, like they didn't have to worry about count outs or
had.
anything like that. Like it really there was a lot more they could have done with this.
Because when
And
I
think
hear,
being limited in that time frame
see, that's my
really put
problem.
a damper on it.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I think if this was on the paid card,
It would
like
have
the buying, like what you had
been
to
a lot
actually
better.
pay to watch,
Yeah.
I think they would have given the audience more brutality here.
Or if they would have just cut it off like they used to do with the old like pay-per-views. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Like when you were like, oh, we'll give you the first 10 minutes free. If you want to continue watching, you've got to pay for
Yeah.
this.
You've
And
got
they
to
really
pay.
would, whether it was a concert or
Yeah, dude.
whatever it was, they cut you off. Your screen would go black. Like, I mean, if they
But
could have done something like that and kept
yeah.
the match going.
And they had the referee not wearing the WWE logo. Did you notice that?
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
because it was
To drive in
unsanctioned.
the
Yeah,
unsanctioned thing.
that WWE
Yeah.
do with it.
Yeah.
We didn't have to worry about it because they didn't do
They
anything.
do shit. So my thoughts on this, I'm glad this feud is over with Drew. I think Drew wants okay, this is another problem. Drew deserved better than this. I think he should have been the champion going into WrestleMania. I'm not a fan that they put that belt on Cody Rhodes again. Drew can be the bearer of the company going into Mania. So for me,
Yeah, I agree.
I'm twofold. I'm glad this feud's over. I'm glad Jacob won. I don't like that it had to be at the cost of Drew.
Mhm.
Well, yeah, this was the one that I said I would be okay with either one of them winning.
Yeah.
Because
But Josh, what do you have any final thoughts on this match before we move on?
I mean, so honestly, like I enjoyed this match, but just because really like Jacob Fatu and the things that he
Yeah.
does, and I really enjoy just watching Drew McIntyre get whooped up on, man. It's not from like a hatred standpoint. He's just really good at selling. Like
Oh,
Drew McIntyre is really good at getting the shit beat out of him.
yeah.
That's what I like about
He
him
really
the
is.
most. So I don't know. To me, that was a particularly good match, but that's because I watch wrestling for things other people don't watch wrestling for. Um,
Sure, yeah, it's fair.
you know, it was
That's a
good.
fair assessment.
And that's kind of the thing, is that I don't know, this WrestleMania was different for my household. Usually at least like we got the kids watching with us, some people over, so we've made a lot of food or something.
Yeah.
Rachel and I found ourselves at home alone. We went to Taco Bell and got a bunch of stuff and
Mhm.
kind of sat in my office and watched it together in the office chairs. Like we weren't even in the living room
Cool.
That is kind of
for night one.
Okay.
So
I
I don't
mean,
know. To me, well, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Raven, what was your question?
No, I was gonna say no, you go ahead. I was gonna say that's kind of what wound up happening with me and Brian for the first little while of it. Yeah.
Yeah. But like to
Sitting
me, I don't know,
talking
it made it extra special. So this has been one of my favorite WrestleManias, and the fact that, we really just got to chill and
Whoa.
hang and,
Oh,
you
that's
know,
cool.
yeah, for like, sentimental reasons. I mean, the actual wrestling event sucked.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah. But
Okay.
but
Okay.
something I want to touch on, and it is kind of a derailment, but it does need to be brought up. So you were talking about the old, days pay-per-view, they give you the 10 minutes and stop. There was an issue going on with VPNs and Netflix. Netflix was kicking people off for having VPNs. It's almost like they waited right up until about
Oh,
the hour point and started kicking people
yeah.
off of Netflix.
You make
Remember,
a
I
good,
texted you. I said,
you make a
"Yo,
good point. Yeah.
um, I'm not going to say the name of the server because we have a different sponsor for this episode, but it's someone else that sponsors us, and it just stopped working. I was like, what the fuck? And I start going online, and there's other people happening.
Yeah.
And Rachel goes, I've kind of been waiting for an excuse, so she just went and bought ESPN, so
Nice.
we could watch the pay-per-views, yeah, on the TV downstairs, because there's been so many problems with the living room TV and trying to get stuff to work. So she goes, we're just going to do
Yeah.
ESPN. So we ended up doing that. But
Yeah.
as the night progressed, more and more people were posting, or that I was finally seeing about in different groups that I'm in,
Yeah.
about the VPNs not working anymore,
Yeah. Yeah. Let's
and
Yeah,
talk
different
about
ways to
that.
try to get around it. Yeah,
Yeah, I
it's
want to.
rough.
Yeah, I want to touch on that. So we've been
yeah.
having some problems with the VPN.
Hmm.
Now I want to say we are sponsored by ExpressVPN, but this is not their fault. It's
No,
more
not
of a
at all.
Netflix. It's a Netflix thing. So this has not been just any one VPN. Which by the way, you can get 4 months on top of a 12-month sub. Um,
There you go.
expressvpn.com/the next level pod. I had to think for a second, but quick sponsor. We have another sponsor at I do. It's going to be a little bit longer than that one, um, but no, this is not a VPN issue. This is a Netflix issue because Netflix does not want people to share passwords. They don't want people to do anything roundabout to watch things. So they have been super cracking down on
Hmm.
that. Another thing I want to mention because now we're going from the free business on night 1, 2 into the paid thing, and this is going to make more sense to talk about it now. The goddamn ads. Ads.
Oh my God, dude.
I mean, here's the thing. I get that this isn't pay per view, which if you don't, which basically is like you're paying per
Mhm.
pay per view. However, if you really think about it, you're still paying to watch it.
Yeah,
Granted, you're not paying to watch it every time you're watching it. That's why it's pay
no.
per. It's a premium live. I'm sorry, but there were people talking about how we did not spend $30. We have a Fubu TV subscription that we pay for we have a real cheap price on. There's ways. I want to say something
Yeah.
real quick, guys. There are ways. I'm
There's
not going to teach
multiple
you.
ways.
I'm not going to teach you those ways, but there are ways where you do not need to pay these absurd prices. I am not going to sit here and teach you how to do that. Everybody has the internet. You figure it out. Do
Hmm.
some. It just kind of depends on how much your money means to you. It means a lot to my household, to us. So for me, uh, ESPN Unlimited comes with Fubu TV, and we have a stupid cheap subscription to Fubu because of ways.
Yeah,
So I didn't have to pay $30. Even so, I watched on ESPN Unlimited tons of ads. And I'm sitting there, I'm thinking, wait, there
dude.
are people out there who are paying 30, like you. You paid. You guys
Me.
paid
We did this
multiple
time,
times over.
yeah.
But there are multiple times over people who do this. Listen, quit with the fucking ads. Because that
Quit
shit
with the
pisses me off.
fucking ads.
Because there is no tier on ESPN, and I looked, there's no tier on ESPN Unlimited where there's an ad-free tier.
Yep, that is
So
correct. We
$30.
specifically looked.
Listen, you can the ad-free tier on Netflix is cheaper than $30, and you don't get a goddamn ad.
Nothing.
30 fucking dollars should give you no fucking ads. If you work for WWE or a company and your shit has ads, that's bullshit. Now,
Yep.
here's what I am going to do right now, and I'm going to promote AEW. And I don't care if you call me a fan. It's not even being about a fanboy. It's just the sheer fact that like they are doing something that's far cheaper, far superior than this. You can use a VPN. You can pay for my AEW $20 a month. Gets you everything. You can watch Dynamite Collision live as they happen. You can watch them the very next night after if you miss it. You have an extensive, almost complete backlog of all of the pay per views, all of the shows, everything. $20. Oh,
Yep.
guess what? No fucking ads at all. And they don't block VPNs yet. So enjoy it while you can. It's the only reason why I'm not buying the year. Like if you wanted to buy
Yep.
a year sub to my AW, it's like $115. And I'm like, dude, I want to do that, but like I don't want them to like, them block it out, but I can't see because the big difference between AEW and WWE is AEW is not greedy as fuck. WWE has TKO; they are greedy as fuck. That's what sucks.
No,
So
it's TKO that is ruining everything. Don't get it wrong.
it is TKO ruining everything. Yes, I firmly believe that. And actually, matter of fact, they came out the other day admitting that they have creative control. So there you go.
Yeah,
We
I
don't need
wouldn't
ads.
admit that. It's been
There
dog
should
shit.
there should be no fucking ads in a WWE PLE that I'm watching on TV, and especially if I'm fucking paying $30. And you know what's
See,
crazy about that is even the
yeah,
internet. I don't think anybody on international VPN or international that's watching that actually lives in like Canada or sorry, that actually lives in like the UK that doesn't need a VPN. I don't think they got commercials. And I'm just
no,
thinking this is so fucking dumb that like in our own country where this brand operates and runs out of, why are we having to suffer for it?
and
You
they've
know?
been regulating my boy Danhausen to commercial breaks.
Yeah,
That's
well,
fine that I can see the clips online later, but like, dude,
yeah, you can't even watch it. You can't even watch his big things he does unless you have international, and you're fucked if you live in America because the Netflix is fucking blocking shit. So
yeah, oh yeah,
this shit sucks ass. Anyway, we're gonna move on.
yeah. No, we
Let's
need to
get
get back to
into
the actual WrestleMania. But thank you for letting me take that, quick aside.
100%. I was gonna bring that up without a doubt. Let's get into the we've got five matches on this. Oh, sorry, five matches on here. Women's tag team championship fatal four way. We had which wasn't even a surprise. Wasn't a surprise. I knew she was coming back. I think everybody knew she was coming back, and everybody knew she was coming back before WWE even or whoever it was that spoiled it. Paige came back.
It was
Yep.
WWE.
Oh yeah, WWE spoiled it. That's right. WWE themselves spoiled it.
Yeah,
Um,
because they announced they signed her.
that's right. Yeah. Nothing. You don't get. By the way, $30 a month. You don't fuck your surprises. You don't get surprises. Fuck that.
That's another reason why I don't feel like this was like Mania worthy.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. But
Yeah.
we'll hit that.
I don't mean
So-
the match, I mean the night.
Yeah. So Paige and Brie Bella, because Nikki Bella was injured and we weren't sure of her status.
Actually, right?
And
I said the Bella twins were
Yep.
gonna win.
so Paige came back and she tag teamed with Brie, and they defeated the Irresistible Forces. Well, they defeated. I don't remember who they pinned, but they ended up winning
Alexa.
the tag team titles off of the Irresistible Forces. And I don't know what this is going to mean now for Paige and Brie and Nikki. If Nikki comes back, I really don't want Paige to get tag team caught up in a tag team. I would love to see her just be an individual competitor because she's way better as an individual than on the team. But I this match was so mid to me. I didn't care about this either.
No.
Like, didn't care who won. Just, you guys have any thoughts? I don't have anything outside of. I'm glad Paige is back. That was the highlight of it for me.
Like I feel like this is the only one that I didn't predict correctly.
Mm,
It has nothing to do with the fact that Paige showed up.
Right.
Because fuck, I don't remember who I said, but I remember it was specifically not the Bella twins.
Yeah. I think you might have said Bailey and Lyra.
I think I
I
did say
think you
Bailey on
did.
there.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I was just like, fuck it, I'm picking the Bella twins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got any thoughts on this, Raven? Before we move on.
It was okay. It was
Yeah.
again, it was a match. I mean, it
Yeah.
wasn't
I mean, it was
anything-
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all right.
was.
It's all
It
right.
wasn't anything spectacular.
Mhm. Not at all.
Gosh, yeah.
Could have been an email.
The
It
best
just
thing
didn't. Yeah,
I
it
will
just didn't
say,
feel like WrestleMania, man.
It could have been a SmackDown
the
match.
best thing about this, I will say, was Alexa's attire.
Alexa and Charlotte. Both their attire was cool.
Yeah.
They had like
Yeah.
Alexa had like the undead, the moth looking.
Oh my
one.
gosh, she looked.
It looked
I
cool as
think
hell.
I think she looked the most beautiful here that I've ever seen her.
It was a Bray
Like-
Wyatt tribute.
I
Yep.
know it was a very ethereal
Serial.
ethereal look. It
Yeah.
was
And it complemented
Absolutely.
Charlotte's.
her
Her was more
bright,
alive and
yeah,
lively.
her
Hers was
bright
kinda-
butterfly. You know, like yeah, it was.
Those are gonna. They're probably gonna put those as like a persona in WWE 2K26.
Oh yeah.
Sure. Those are cool as
that would
fuck.
be cool. But yeah,
Okay.
that was
your
the
match.
best. That was the best
That's
thing
the
about the
match.
match.
Once again, these weren't like horrible matches. Please
No.
understand. It's just if we were reviewing a SmackDown, do one thing,
Yeah,
but this is
I
WrestleMania. We're
kind of
talking
feel like we're doing.
This is WrestleMania.
I said on Threads, this is a bonus SmackDown episode. This was SmackDown night 2.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So anyway, moving on. Oh, look, another match I didn't care about.
Oh, stop it.
We had the women's almost international. The women's intercontinental championship match. We had Becky Lynch defeating AJ Lee, who came in as the champion. And here's what I don't like about this match. They have been hinting at like Jessica Carr getting involved. They have been hinting at like Jessica Carr,
she's got the little
and she pushed back against Becky in this, even though she still had to count the 3 for her to win. However, what I want out of this match, because Becky did not come on Raw. She'll be on Raw on Monday, and Eric's coming in here.
Oh, he's a
little earlier than I thought he would be. That's fine.
Nice.
But my whole thing about this match is that I really wanted Jessica to give her the finger when she was counting 3, and because I want Jessica Carr, because Jessica Carr can wrestle. She's got matches. She's really good at wrestling.
Yeah.
I want, for the first time ever, at least in WWE, for a referee that actually is a good and can wrestle to go, no, fuck you, and like get into a feud with the superstar.
Mm-hmm.
And if anyone is going to do it, I think Jessica Carr would be the perfect person to have a feud with Becky Lynch and it go into a match at a PLE.
I mean, yeah.
Not saying like Jessica Carr could win the title. I mean, I think she should win. If she's going to have a match with Becky, she should beat her for the belt. But outside of that, Becky wins. She is now a 3-time women's intercontinental champion, which is insane because that belt's only been around for a few years now. And it was a match, man. It was a match, and after the match, AJ Lee, she had an interview. I think she said something about how like this isn't goodbye, but this is kind of like more see you later, and just
which I kind of predicted.
Yeah, I don't think she'll be back for a while. But I want to welcome to the show our 4th mark. DJ Eric is here. What's up?
What's up, people?
Nothing much.
First, I will say, Josh, I'm sorry.
For what?
We'll get there. You'll understand.
Oh no.
But Eric, we're on the women's intercontinental championship match. Do you have what are your thoughts on this one?
I mean, I love the match and like how we were all hanging out and watching it. I really thought Jessica Carr was going to say, "Hey, fuck you. I'm going to screw you."
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, I really see Jessica Carr is going to go from referee to wrestler because, like you said,
that would be cool as shit. That'd be cool as fuck because that's not really happened before.
I mean, she is a hell of a wrestler. I mean, if you ain't watching Evolve, you're living under a rock.
Yeah.
Or you're a CM Punk fan.
But she's done other stuff other places.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, she's a hell of a worker. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for her to like.
I wish she would.
Like, I'm done being a referee. I'm tired of being pushed around, beat on, and just.
Yeah.
Boom.
Well, did you guys see her post after WrestleMania?
No.
That's what I was gonna ask.
What'd she say?
So she said that she was like super proud, and like when she like first started in the industry, she was like, everybody dreams of having a WrestleMania moment.
Yeah.
But like she had a huge for her WrestleMania moment with 2 of the most
biggest stars.
Yeah, biggest women stars.
Okay.
She said that she has such gratitude and she was like living out a dream. And she said there's more to accomplish.
Ooh.
Yep.
Ooh, so she's hinting at a.
Yep.
So I'm going to say this, and this is just my opinion. To me, AJ and Becky is like Austin and The Rock, and then the referee could be like Earl Hebner, because how good, they were.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just my opinion,
That Earl Hebner can't wrestle.
Yeah,
I would.
He's had a couple matches.
Not the same.
But I would love to see Jessica more involved.
I would like that. I would like that for me their backlash match because I think the whole word backlash, right? It's like we're coming from we're getting backlash from like what happened at WrestleMania. So
Right.
I
Like the
think
response.
that what should happen at Backlash is it should be Jessica Carr versus Becky Lynch for the Women's Intercontinental Championship, and I think Jessica Carr should beat her ass and like show the world on a PLE who she is for those who don't know, and just stun the whole WWE universe. Like, holy shit, like she's a fucking badass wrestler. And that's my story. And does anybody else have any opinions, thoughts before we move on to the next match?
I mean, that was just a great match overall. Great storytelling.
It was. It was. I think
Best part for me was the entrance for AJ.
Oh, the kids coming out.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
about this for a second. I'm so glad you mentioned that because this was, and I think I had absolutely no expectations like this from this match until I saw her entrance, and then I was immediately let down because huge missed opportunity. Why did they not have
Rue come out with her? That'd be fun.
out as one of the girls?
That would have been great.
Huge missed opportunity.
Yeah, because remember she
Becky
always
has
says
gone on multiple times about how Rue loves AJ.
and not only that, but AJ always says, I'm your favorite wrestler's favorite wrestler. So she should have came out holding
Rue. Yeah,
Rue.
Oh my God.
I said that too. I was
Big missed opportunity.
she didn't come out with the other girls. I was like, oh, I wonder if she's gonna come out, and she's like holding her. Like,
God, Becky would have been so pissed, like for real on that.
that would have been so.
Yeah.
I don't know. That would have upset me as a parent, like watching it. I think that
Nah.
might be a little bit too far.
I think no, because you have to understand, like, I think that if they would have discussed it beforehand,
Of course they would have.
Becky would have been like,
I
yeah,
know,
you what?
no, that's the
Good
thing
idea.
is that there's no way she's walking out there with being like, "Hey, I'm taking your daughter." That's almost like shattering the ceiling too much,
Nah, I think that you got to rattle those
I
cages.
disagree.
That cage needs to be rattled. But it's funny.
That would have been great heat for
he did
AJ.
shit with Dominic
Got it.
Mysterio.
I was gonna say, you know what? Dominic Mysterio was great
Dom.
back in the day, so I'm gonna redact that.
There
They
you
did
go.
it with Dom, and they've
There you go.
also, it's not like Becky and Seth haven't had Rue semi-involved in little things backstage and everything anyway. Becky had Rue come out there with her when she did that when they were still doing press conferences.
True.
They had her come out with her and Lyra before she turned on Lyra the next day. And they've done videos and stuff where Rue was like counting for Becky working out backstage and everything. You know what I mean? So it's not like she hasn't been semi involved. So
all right, guys.
Anyway, big missed opportunity.
So we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next match. We're gonna talk about this match, which I think this was the best match of the night. Gunther defeating Seth Rollins. Seth smoking Rollins, by the way, because good God, that was cool as fuck. The smoking jacket,
it was smoke.
Yeah,
I mean that shit was cool. He looked like fucking Smoke from Mortal Kombat,
dope,
which I don't know why they didn't.
Cool.
I don't know why they didn't just go with that.
Maybe they don't have a current endorsement with them. Who knows?
Well, I mean, did you not see Penta coming out as Shao Kahn? We're going to talk about that on night 2.
Yeah.
So I mean, they had the ability. Which I thought was weird too, by the way, the ads, because like they were doing shit from MK too, but then like not anything character, at all for any of the wrestlers for Street Fighter, which is a movie that has their people in it. But whatever. But anyway,
yeah.
You know what I'm gonna say is for such a short buildup, next to no buildup for this had no business being as good as it was.
Yes, it did, because like I said beforehand, 2 amazing wrestlers.
Yeah.
They don't need a lot of backstory.
No.
Their wrestling tells the story.
Neat.
That's
from the 2K game. Neat. R-Truth is main event. R-Truth.
Oh my God, I forgot about that. You're ridiculous.
Any other thoughts on this match, guys? Go for it.
It's almost a running thing at this point that Seth Rollins just gets a match at WrestleMania. Doesn't matter what he's doing, who he's feuding against.
He can do no wrong.
Who's got a belt?
Fucking
Seth gets a match at Mania. So it's got to be good. I saw the coolest fucking thing I've seen in wrestling in a hot minute during this match, and I'm pretty sure it was this match. When like he went to go pick up Seth for a powerbomb or something, and Seth like did like a little Sonic the Hedgehog flip midair, and then countered it.
Oh yeah.
I don't remember
That was sick.
That was actually really sick when he did that. I remember that too. Yeah.
I think
I said he
my
just
favorite.
defied fucking gravity.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah,
like,
dude.
he hell of a worker. I mean, I love the match with Gunther, but best part, the 75 feet spear.
Oh, that Braun. Yeah, because Braun Breaker
Oh,
came back.
like that was just wow.
That looked
Yeah.
botched though. That didn't look that good. If you watch it, it actually looked as a lot worse than it was.
Like
Yeah.
the way that I was watching, like you
He
could
hit
see
him
like
from like the side. Looked bad.
like it was like they were lighting up every letter of WrestleMania when he was like running down the aisle, and I was like,
Oh
holy shit.
yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you went
I
back.
was
Go
like,
back. And watch that. That was pretty sick.
I mean, but man, like I could watch Seth and Gunther every day,
Any day.
twice on Sunday. I mean,
Yeah. That was a really good match.
That to me is the match of night one.
I
Yeah.
agree.
All right, let's move on. We got 2 matches left on night one. Boy, oh boy, what a stinker here. This is the match I think that really it just disappointed me the most.
Same.
So we got the Women's World Championship. We got Liv Morgan taking on Stephanie Vaquer, and Liv Morgan defeats Stephanie Vaquer. And you would think from the energy that Liv Morgan gave on Monday Night Raw,
Both of them.
um,
It's going to be a massive.
I mean, I thought she was as soon as that. I was like telling Raven, I was like, if Liv Morgan doesn't fucking tearing into Stephanie when that bell rings, it's not gonna be good. And she didn't.
Nope.
This was a very low energy match.
Yep.
Of course, you had the Judgment Day coming in. You had Roxanne and Raquel coming in, trying to get involved. Of course, it worked out in Liv Morgan's favor, and she got the W, which I think all of us
Through
predicted.
fuckery.
Yeah.
Through fuckery, which is expected. It's it's them and the Judgment Day, they're heels.
Yeah.
Best part was the post show doing with Corey Graves doing the twerk.
Oh, later that night.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of the song that Liv came out to because that officially is her new theme song. And I'm like, damn,
I hate that theme song sucks ass.
I agree.
It was so very pick me girl, It was,
Yes.
Yeah. It felt very like fake. Like it just because she even said like she's never doing that again. So I don't even think she wanted to do that.
yeah.
They probably were just like, no, you need to do this shit because we're gonna give you an entrance, special entrance, which was
I mean, like I did read they're getting away from Def Rebel, and that totally understand,
Yeah, but I don't think all of Def Rebel's music is bad. I like the whole "Watch Me," like that's how she comes out.
That was like one of her best songs. Yeah.
And now it's like Trouble, and was like, you're trying too hard to be Britney Spears.
Yeah.
Or some late '90s, early 2000s like pop bullshit.
For that.
Don't do that. Yeah. She doesn't need that, and I don't think that fits her character a whole lot. Like
that'd be more like a Chelsea Green song.
No, that's just to not be a song for anybody in WWE. I don't think that fits anybody right.
I don't either.
No.
Like,
do you guys have any thoughts before we move on to them?
I wasn't really invested in that match, like because one, I couldn't do a prediction with y'all, but I was never invested into that match at all. Like I didn't vibe with it.
Yeah, Raven, what you got?
I didn't either. I was so pumped for this match. Like this was the one that I was looking forward to the most because I love Liv. Stephanie's fantastic too. And again, that build up that they had. This was the only match, in my opinion, at least on night one, that had a decent build up to it. And it was such a letdown. It was such a letdown because, and I don't feel like my expectations were too high on this one either because they set that expectation with all of the buildup.
Yeah,
they had a good buildup for this match, and it was just so lackluster. It was so disappointing. And I don't know if they had to change some things around because Liv had that ginormous knot on her head. She was in concussion protocol beforehand. She still had 2 black eyes, So I don't know if they were just being cautious and they had to change some things up, but it just it was not it. I was so disappointed in this match.
All right, guys. We're going to move on to our main event. We did get Bianca Belair coming out. John Cena was the host, which as a host, he was only there twice.
What
a host.
Okay.
You know what?
He hosted the shit out of that Mania.
But they did the same thing with Cardi B. They didn't have.
When I think of a host, I think of like WrestleMania, like the older ones, like when they had Bob Uecker there, and he actually like was talking backstage, had backstage statements, and he was pumping the people up for the next match, or hey, you're about to go out, hey Cody, you're about to go out and face Randy. What, you have any final thoughts for Randy or Pat McAfee? There was no hosting here.
Every host they've had has been a big letdown. I mean, when The Rock did it, at least he had a little bit of interaction with Mean Gene and all that.
Yeah, but like here, it was like they didn't want to have a host because they wanted ads. They had ads.
It was ad.
They replaced the host segments with ads. Fuck that shit.
I would just give us host segments. Make fucking John Cena talk to people. If he's not a host, it would have been so much fun with doofy, corny ass John Cena going back there and talking to people all night. I don't want to see you try to sell me the Hulk Hogan documentary 50 fucking times a night, or the same stupid board. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. All right, I'll compromise. I'll compromise. This is the compromise. If you want, they call it. Don't they always call this the Super Bowl of wrestling? Right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. If you want to be the Super Bowl wrestling, then have good fucking commercials.
Yep.
Yeah. No shit.
Because the Super Bowl has good commercials.
Yep.
That's actually a lot of the reason why people watch. Is to watch it's like the only time of the year where we're like, oh, I can't wait to see the new. Nobody else gives a fuck about commercials any other time of the year, but when the Super Bowl happens. So if you want to have commercials and make it the ad include era, then fucking give us good ones. And and here's the thing you could do.
Right.
You could also put the wrestlers in the good commercials.
Yes. Well, okay, and here's something that got brought up today, mainly because if you remember the text messages, I found Rich Boogs again. But do you remember they had that commercial series that they were doing with Shinsuke Nakamura and Rich Boogs, and it was for Angry Apple Orchard.
Yes. Yeah. I remember that.
And they had like the first match attached to that, ad campaign, and that's when he ripped his leg muscle on like live at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And they immediately cut that match out, and then they stopped airing those commercials real fucking fast because they got Rich Boogs the fuck out. He was gone and never heard from again until I found him on American Gladiators.
All right, guys. It is time for our main event of night one. We got the undisputed WWE Championship, Cody Rhodes taking on Randall Keith Orton. And it ended in a whimper. And this has to be one of the most disappointing WrestleMania main events of all time, in my opinion.
Yep.
I don't think it was necessarily a terrible match. It just felt soulless, and it didn't have the Mania spirit to it. So, right off the rip, we had Pat come out and attack Cody before the bell.
Frustrating.
Dumb. We had Randy gets busted open, and then Cody gets busted open. We had Pat try to come in and fast count, which his fast counting even sucks as a wannabe referee. And then Randy gave him an RKO, which I'm just like, okay, so you're now you don't want anything to do with Pat? That was weird. But because of that reason, Cody got the crossroads and won.
So can I ask, like, what was y'all's prediction on this match? Because remember, I didn't get to be on that part.
I predicted Randy Orton.
See, that's who I was predicting.
Yeah, I wanted Randy to win.
I had Randy winning because it's like I want to see him get number 15.
Oh yeah,
I think I had Cody.
I mean, I love Cody, but his title run is bland, boring, and
I agree.
I would rather watch CM Punk versus CM Punk.
Wow, that's a fucked up thing to say.
But yeah, I wasn't happy with the match. Like I didn't feel it. Like there was no shock and awe. The Pat McAfee shit sucked.
Yeah,
dude, you were better as an announcer. You're not a manager. You're not a referee. You're not a wrestler. You sucked as a wrestler. In NXT days. Like, go away. Don't come back. You'll fuck this on Mania probably.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I got.
Oh, yeah, I agree. I mean,
okay. Go ahead, Brian.
No, I mean, you guys are right. For me, this was such a letdown, right?
Yeah.
I mean, this is one of two of your big top titles, right? and you have
And-
in this match two of your biggest wrestlers in the entire company. Is that fair to say? Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
when you find out, when you
Yeah.
find out later that it was really going to be Aleister Black in this match doing all the cheering and shit,
Oh, that'd been great.
I would have been okay with that. Although
Yeah.
I don't care as much about Aleister, but I mean, he's fucking 5 times better than Pat McAfee. And so I am just like sitting beside myself watching this, and I'm like, this is like, and now that we know, because Eric, I think you were not here yet when I mentioned it. We did find out yesterday. I don't know if it was Ari Emanuel that mentioned it or somebody else in TKO, but they did come out and say that yes, they do have creativity control.
I read that today, and I was like, "Fuck that."
And so it showed here.
Yep.
This is TKO Mania. TKO Mania, guys. And night one was without a, I'm going to tell you something. Listen, I am so glad at least we had a night two.
Yep.
We're about to get into night two.
If that was the night one only.
Can you imagine if they flipped it and this was night two?
So much because my thought, my final thought on night one was I don't know if you remember, but I got off of work. It started at 6. I didn't get off of work until much later. So like we got off of work and then we went through the drive-through and got stuck in the drive-through forever over at Taco Bell. Is that a storm going on outside? Sorry. I couldn't tell what that was.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Couldn't tell if that was somebody's car or a storm. But we didn't get to watch WrestleMania until about an hour and a half after it started, and we started from the beginning. So by the time we got to the actual ending, it was almost midnight, and Rachel actually looked at me and she goes, I can't believe we stayed up for that. And I'm like, I can't believe we stayed up for that either, because she fucking loves Cody Rhodes. She fucking loves Randy Orton. She was so happy and excited for this match. And she was just like, no, I'm ready to go to bed. That was stupid. I can't believe you stayed awake through that.
See, the thing about WrestleMania is, like, I know people want to tie to like surprises and returns and all that, and I'm there with you. Those are the things that we all want and hope for at the what's supposed to be called the Showcase of the Immortals, which just felt like not that at all, all did night one. And once again, I posed the question, and for those of you listening, if you're listening to us on Spotify, Good Pods, or YouTube, I want to know, would you feel if this was how the entire weekend ended? If this was night two, flip it around, and they brought you on this high, only to take the fattest shit on you the next night. Could you imagine walking away out of WrestleMania like this being the end? If that'd
be awful. That'd piss me right off.
Oh, I'd be so on top of all the fucking ads they put me through.
I called it
like
you said, Brian.
Bullshit.
It was a glorified SmackDown.
Makes my blood boil.
That's all it was. A glorified SmackDown on crack.
Makes my blood boil. So that's night one.
Falling asleep during this match.
Yeah, you were falling asleep.
And it wasn't because it was Saturday. I wasn't like super exhausted from the workday or anything like that. I mean, it was just at that point, I was just kind of done.
I just want to know how Randy Orton and Cody feel like if they step out of their professional personas, if you will. Are they walking away like this was so shitty? Like if you were to have a very matter-of-fact conversation with no cameras and mics and anything, love to know what Cody and Randy felt about this, what their real feelings are. Because I know we fucking this was terrible. And not only that, but this was a match, and my point tied back to run-ins and things. You don't need that at a WrestleMania even. Some of the best matches at WrestleMania, and I immediately go to Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels Iron Man match, did not need a single run-in, a single surprise. They are great because they are what they are. You know what?
Yep.
You know what? Here, I'm gonna throw this. You should have had Cody versus Randy in an Iron Man match.
That'd been great.
That should have been it.
They would have done it. But no, TKO has put their nose in our business.
Nope. TKO had to wipe their shit all over this day. You know what I feel like? I feel like night one was booked by TKO and night two was booked by Triple H.
Triple H,
yeah.
So let's get to night two. We don't have no more to say about that, right? No. We're good. We can move on to the best night of the whole.
Let's get to the real WrestleMania.
Okay. the real WrestleMania. So let's get into night 2. Before we get into night 2, I want to talk about our sponsor, SeatGeek. SeatGeek is one of the largest ticketing apps online, and you can download the SeatGeek app on Android or iOS devices, and you can pick up wrestling tickets to wrestling shows. You can pick up tickets to concerts, sports events. I know, like in basketball, the playoffs are going on right now. I know baseball season just kicked off, and you can use our promo code, the domain GPCE10, to save $20 on your very first purchase. $50 or more. Download the SeatGeek app today on Android or iOS devices, or you can go to SeatGeek.com, get those tickets, save some money. You deserve it, and you definitely do right now, considering the prices are sky high for a lot of these shows. Yeah. So night 2 WrestleMania is a stark difference in contrast from night 1, and let's get into it. First off, we kick off the first free hour, and the very first match of the night, Brock Lesnar versus Obafemi. And this was everything I hoped it would be. I had told myself before this started, I was like, okay, you have one of the biggest matches on your entire weekend. This is going to determine how the rest of night 2 is going to go. And Obafemi won. And he had to win. I don't care who you are. If you can be the biggest Brock Lesnar fan, which I don't know why you would be. But that's on you. You
actually unironically likes Brock Lesnar.
But Oba needed this more than Brock did.
Yeah. And it was passed on the torch, basically.
It was. And Oba would have lost so much because if he think about it, you're building up Oba to be the next big thing, right?
Yeah.
And the best.
If he loses to Brock, then what? You've killed it at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was a little concerned because it is Brock, and there was all these rumors. Oh, Brock says he doesn't want to lose anymore. Like, I don't know. Was that a Dave Meltzer report? Probably.
Probably. Uncle Dave.
So, don't trust Dave Meltzer.
I don't listen to him.
But Oba won, and in rightful fashion, he obliterated Brock Lesnar. He got the fall from grace on Brock. He got the choke slam on Brock. I mean, he did things to Brock we've only dreamed of somebody doing, which is decimating him because can't stand Brock Lesnar. And once again, it's not why you think. It has nothing to do with the Janelle Grant stuff. I don't like Brock Lesnar simply because I know people are going to say, hey, you don't like it because of that. No, that's not the reason. That's not even the reason why I don't like him. That's a reason.
Yeah.
The reason is I've just never cared for that archetype of a character, of a wrestler. I don't.
The big old muscly dude.
And on that, but he sucked on the mic. Oba fits those traits, but he's great on the microphone. That's what does it for me. He is a much more complete package of that type of wrestler that he doesn't feel like he's like, I'm big guy. I come in and, break things. No, he's not that. He has more. He's not one-dimensional. That's what I'm going for. Brock Lesnar is one-dimensional. Obafemi
very one-dimensional.
Is absolutely not that at all.
Yeah.
And
look how much
stoked for him with Oba. Do what?
Look at how the fans have caught on. I mean, when they showed the video from WWE World, like everybody was doing the Oba dance. They even had a Oba cosplay contest where they won free tickets to Mania. Like, that's freaking cool. I mean, I love Oba. Like I said, Saturday, I don't like Brock, but I respect for what he's done because he did start at OVW and he's one of the originals that started at OVW when I was going there. And like I told everybody, it's only Orton's left. There's a what about Cody? Said that's not the same class. Cody's from a whole different class. I mean, it sucks that Brock's done, but he's ran his course. What else can he do? He's done everything.
Fuck Brock Lesnar. I'm glad it doesn't suck.
Yeah,
I don't like him.
I thought it kind of sucked. But
I don't like him. Never cared for him.
Yeah,
glad he's gone.
Please.
Glad he's. Well, I'm gonna make it. Everybody know. I'm glad he's gone. If you like him for whatever reason, by all means, you need better taste in pro wrestling.
Yeah.
I won't miss him. Although I have a feeling this isn't the end. Sure. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, I think it is though for real because I don't think he would throw up the X sign and say this is real. And
no, because
that's what I was gonna say. He definitely threw up the X sign. Like I don't think that
it wasn't
a lot
planned
of people knew that was gonna happen. Yeah.
Well, Triple H even said that it wasn't planned. He had even said that this was not this was not told to anybody. So
I mean, honestly, more props to Brock for wanting to go out on.
Yeah, let him go out on his own terms.
I mean,
you know?
like I read the article where Heyman was the one that was in charge of that match, and it was Brock that made the decision. Hey, I want to lose to Oba. I'm like, mad respect for that.
Yeah, I gotta give Brock respect for not
Absolutely.
pulling rank and all that. And
Well, I've been here for
I
20
will
some
say,
years.
and I will say that I don't think he wanted to turn his retire because here's the thing about Brock. Brock's a
He's a very
super
private
private man.
Yeah.
He lives out in a big ranch in Saskatchewan in Canada. You know, he doesn't really like to interact with people outside of wrestling. Like he does not like people approaching him and stuff.
Yeah.
He does not want anybody to interact.
Yeah, he's not a fan of
Um,
that at all.
so what I will say is like
That's
it
fine,
makes
whatever.
sense for him to not want to turn his retirement into
Into a big
thing.
production. Yeah.
And he probably saw what happened with AJ Styles. He probably saw what happened, especially with John Cena. He's like, yeah, I don't want that. I don't want to do that. That's not
Yeah.
me. And that fits for him because he's
Yeah.
not that guy.
I agree.
And so for him, and you know what, not only that, but what he did is very like MMA to do.
It
It's like
really is, though.
him being in the UFC.
Yeah.
You take your gloves off, take your boots off,
Yeah.
and you leave them in the octagon is what people do in the UFC or any MMA when they're done. So for him to do that
Mhm.
tells me that like it's real.
Yeah.
So I think he's
Yeah.
really done. You know, I don't think there's going to be a surprise.
Really, really done.
Granted, and I
was emotional, and he
Mhm.
was, you know,
and I do think that this throws a wrench into the big SummerSlam plans because, and this is kind of why I wasn't sure, the SummerSlam does take place in Brock's hometown of Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Mhm.
So I'm wondering now they're like, oh no, what are we going to do? Because we're not going to have Gunther take on Brock. Because I really truly believe that was the plan until Lesnar retired.
that very well could have been.
I fully believe that was the plan, but we'll see. All right. Moving on to our next match. Man, this was such a good fucking match. I'm so excited to talk about this night. These were all, I thought these were all great matches. We had the
Yes, night two
Intercontinental.
rocked.
Yeah, we got the
I really liked the first match. I didn't get to say much about it, but yeah, I really liked the first match too.
It was good.
Yeah.
It was really good.
I love Oba.
We had the Intercontinental Championship ladder match with Penta taking on Javon Evans.
Oh my god, oh my god, this match.
Rusev, Dragon Lee, JD McDonough, and Rey Mysterio. Once again, this is a match that I really wish was not on the first free.
Yeah.
So you don't feel like you're like, oh shit, they only got 10 minutes.
I feel like this was rushed.
I didn't in this one though.
No.
Not like I did
Yeah.
Drew.
I feel like they took the appropriate amount of time. I would have liked it to have been
It's
a little
good.
bit longer, but I love ladder matches. They're my absolute favorite anyway. So this was edge of my seat. Like I was sitting straight up watching this match. I love this match.
This was a 5-star match all
Mhm.
around.
Yes. Yes.
For me, MVP, Rusev.
Yes.
Yeah, I was just thinking like my favorite
yeah.
part of the whole match was when I was reminded that Rusev was in the match and he would just show up and fuck something up and then disappear for a couple of minutes.
Oh shit, I forgot he was in this. Even though I wanted him to win, I forgot he
Yeah.
was in. There was so much going on in this match. It was fantastic.
Yeah, this is definitely one of the matches of the night.
Yup.
This is probably my second favorite match on the card. We'll talk about what my favorite one is, but Penta won, and I was shocked. I did not anticipate him to retain.
I was not
I
expecting.
don't think you get many.
I'm not mad about it at all.
No, I love.
You
know what? I'm going to say this about this match.
I would have been okay with anybody.
This match did a great job having you had a couple veterans,
Yeah.
and then you had a lot of like new-ish stars that are like going to be the future of the company, like Dragon Lee,
Yeah.
McDonough, you know, dude, Javon Evans, dude, with that fucking OG cutter off the ladder. That was
That was
he
pretty
did it
good.
to Rusev. That was, I mean, although my boy Javon didn't get done, I'm pretty certain at some point he will be the next Intercontinental Champion or a champion. It's
We had Ray here.
Yeah,
Some point, yeah.
your veteran who you know in here, and God, they put this. This was a very well put together match.
It really was.
And Penta won, and I loved it. You guys got any thoughts about this one?
I
Fucking
was not
fantastic.
disappointed. Yeah, I was not disappointed in who won. I would have been happy with most, you know, everybody. I mean, I have my choices, but you know,
If this was one night only Mania, I've been perfect with that whole card. Definitely that match because
yeah, I
Man.
would have. I wanted Rusev to win. I would have been really happy with either with Penta or JD. I mean, those were my top 3 picks anyway. But yeah, it was really it was great.
Mm-hmm. Anybody else got any thoughts? favorites at all?
I mean, it was just a fun match.
Yeah. It brought back memories from like the old school ladder matches with like those multi-man matches, with the ladder. I'm like,
yeah.
like I bring Jeff Hardy from WrestleMania 24, when he decided to go over the top rope, went to the ladder, and I was like, holy shit, my eyes were stuck on that match. And like,
yeah, this match is definitely like probably
they
one
could
of
run
my,
that back again. I would sit there and watch it all over.
yeah, I think this is one of
yeah.
my favorite WrestleMania matches.
Yeah.
It was good.
My all-time favorite ladder match at a WrestleMania is Razor Ramon versus Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 10.
Yeah.
Which is for the Intercontinental Championship. And
Yeah.
That's probably my favorite ladder match of all time. And then you got the TLC. And I think this is my third favorite one, but all right. All right, let's get on. Let's move on. We had in our next match, we had the Demon Finn Balor defeating Dominic Mysterio. And he got the finish by doing his coup de grace on Dom through the table. And who wants to go first and talk about this for a little bit?
My favorite part of that match was the
go ahead, Eric.
was Dominic's entrance. Because I was like, holy shit. Like, that just made it like even better. Because with all those luchadors, I was like, because I thought it was extras, like they usually bring in extras like from, NXT or local wrestlers from that, that where they're at. But no, they brought in actual luchadors. I was like, holy shit, that's fucking cool. Great match. I love Demon Finn. I've always been a Demon Finn fan, since his Prince Devitt days. And then when he brought it to NXT,
fuck yeah.
I'm like, and his entrance was fucking sick. I was like, oh my God, this is a great match. I mean, they told a good story. And I'm glad it's getting continued because I want to see it go further.
Mm-hmm.
Next, Josh.
This was a street fight too, yeah.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Josh, what you got? What you think about?
Oh, I knew that this match was going to be a fucking barn burner, and it absolutely was. What's excellent about watching Dominic Mysterio grow as an in-ring performer is the fact that he's gotten to the point where, it wasn't just as one-sided as a Demon Finn Balor match usually is. The whole point of Finn Balor pulling out the demon is the fact that he's being pushed to his absolute limits. And that's something, as a huge Finn Balor fan, I've been super excited for was the whole demon coming back. It's funny because my daughter is now into it, and she's super excited about wrestling. She's 22, and it's
that's
something
cool.
that she'd been off and on about, but now she's we get real serious about it as a family. We watch Raw every Monday night and all that stuff.
That's
and
good.
She's like, I've never seen. Yeah, thank you. She's like, I've never seen Finn Balor as the demon, and I'm like, dude. Dude.
Oh, she had a treat.
Yeah,
you see like
even Rachel looked over and said, dude, because it's something that she had seen before. Yeah. So it's really exciting that we got to share that. As a family, that was pretty cool that Demon Finn Balor came back, and I had no question in my mind. If you remember last week, I had zero stops about him beating Dominic Mysterio. I just knew that it was going to be good. I just didn't know it was going to be that good. Dominic definitely had a very good, getting the shit beat out of him, but doing some good moves against him. I never expected to see the demon Finn Balor take a 619. That was crazy. Yeah, but I enjoyed it. Definitely my favorite match of the whole night.
I want to say this real fast,
just because I'm biased.
For sure.
This match was better than the unsanctioned match between Jacob Fatu and Drew McIntyre.
Absolutely, 100%.
That's all I'm gonna say.
There's a street fight.
TKO needs to take some learning lessons from what Night 2 had for because like me and you were sitting there and Brian was like, this is an unsanctioned match. But Drew and Jacob, and I was like, what the hell? This ain't an unsanctioned match. It's like a regular match. But yeah, like that's all I gotta say. That's my opinion.
What
do you think, Raven, about this one?
So I can't remember what was going on, but I was distracted during this match. There was something going on and I can't remember what it was. I had to get up or something.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But so I did miss part of it. It wasn't as engaging to me as I would have liked or as I thought it would have been.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, the entrances were cool. I mean, I don't remember a whole lot from this match.
Oh,
Okay.
I know, sad.
I
But
can watch it again.
yeah, I was gonna say this is probably one that I'll go back and
Should watch it.
rewatch because I did miss part of it, so I wasn't as engaged, unfortunately. I don't necessarily think it had anything to do with the match. I think there was something else going on that I missed it.
Okay, fair.
That's fine. That's
Fair.
I can't really say a whole lot.
Okay.
fine.
All right. Well, let's move on. We got these next 3 matches are all title matches. So we got the United States Championship. We had Trick Willie defeating Sami Zayn to become the new United States champion. This is what I expected. This is what I anticipated. They did not disappoint. The non-disappointment continues this night because Trick Willie got his first ever WWE championship on the main roster. And man, what a match. This was good too. I really enjoyed this. Trick Williams has grown on me for a while. And I'm just he's got a bright future ahead of him, man.
I agree.
And it's kind of cool that he cosplayed as a CVS receipt. I mean, that's kind of that's.
I mean, you had fanatics like your picture, so that's even better.
That's true. That's true. But I mean, this was a good match, and I think this is once again a match that Trick kind of had to win. I felt that this was a victory he needed way more than Sami Zayn.
True.
It gave me that same feelings that I had about Oba Femi and Brock because like Oba needed to win that match. So I really think Trick needed to win because Sami Zayn's done it all now. For the most part, except being a world champion in WWE. But he had he main evented WrestleMania with Kevin Owens against the Usos, at WrestleMania 39 for the tag titles. I mean, he's a hell of a worker. Although I'm not really big onto his character. I wish he would just accept the heel nature of himself. People were booing the shit out of him and everything. So that's a thing.
Yeah, people were.
Yeah, so but
people are over Sami as he is right now.
Yeah, this is great. I really hope we now get a match between Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes for the U.S. title.
Oh my god, that would be so.
I can watch those guys wrestle
Student
all
versus the teacher.
day,
I love Carmelo.
all day. So
I've liked him since he first came out.
But that was a hell of a match. You guys got what are some of you guys' thoughts real quick on this one?
I was happy for Trick. I mean, like you've been saying, I've been watching him since NXT days, 2.0. Him and Mello is gonna be money.
Oh man,
And just Sami, I love him, but bro, pull the trigger. Turn heel.
Turn heel.
I wasn't super engaged in this match. I didn't really care about this match going into it. Like I said, I'm just kind of over Sami. I like him. I think he's a great wrestler. I'm just kind of over him. And same with Trick. I'm not over him. I just, I like him. I think he's a good wrestler. I really didn't care much about this match going in, so I wasn't super engaged. So, I mean, it was a good match, what I saw, but I wasn't enraptured by it or anything like that. So
that's a fair thing to say. I mean, honestly,
this one just wasn't my thing. But I do like Trick as a wrestler. I think if him and Carmelo did have a match, I mean, now that would be something that I would definitely be more interested.
Oh, that's gonna be so
I
fucking
love
good.
Carmelo Hayes.
I can't wait. That's gotta happen later on. All right, Josh, what did you think of this one, man?
Oh no, I was happy to see Trick Williams win. It's kind of what I expected. So it's just another one of those yep, that's a match that happened. That could have been simulated,
Yeah.
My GM mode simulation.
Yep.
Okay, good. I'm glad I'm not the only one.
All right.
Kind of okay.
All right.
It happened.
Eric, did you have any thoughts about this match? I mean, you said you were glad that Trick won, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy for Trick Willie and his lemon pepper steppers. Hey, at least the rapper got a little, revenge on Sami. That's the only thing I can add to it.
All right, guys, let's get into our next match. This was kind of one I didn't care about, but it ended up being pretty good. It was Rhea Ripley defeating Jade Cargill to become the new WWE Women's Champion. I want to say that one of the coolest parts of this match for me was seeing Jade Cargill do the one-winged angel on Rhea Ripley.
Oh my God, yes.
Right.
Paying homage to her her mentor.
So Raven doesn't know what the one-winged angel is. That is Kenny Omega's
most protected
finisher in AEW.
Is there
the most protected finisher in all of professional wrestling?
But I mean, I don't know what you're referring to.
Kenny Omega in AEW, that's one of his big moves. And Jay was in AEW, and they're like really good friends. Okay. That's what that means.
I understand what you're saying. I'm talking about the move itself. I don't know what.
You don't know what it looks like. You don't know what it
Thank
looks
you.
like.
Yes,
There you go.
I said I don't know what you're referring
So
to.
you don't know what it looks like. Well, I don't know what that means.
Sorry.
Sorry, that could mean anything.
Yeah, I can.
You don't know what it looks
Where
like.
that
Got it.
misinterpretation would happen.
So what it looks like is she puts some. I think I can show you this video real
I was
fast.
gonna ask if there.
Basically puts them on her shoulders and then drops them down to a Falcon Arrow.
I'm gonna show her right
Hang on,
now.
hang on.
So this is what it looks like. That's the one winged angel. That's Kenny Omega's one of his. That's like his big
Okay.
finisher. So
That made me happy to see that, you
So-
know, and seeing his comments on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, was even better.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's one of his
Yeah.
big finishers. This was an okay match. I don't think it was like a great big match like the other ones
Yeah.
were.
The best comment came from Brian that night
What was my comment?
about her being the little like thing you buy for the shower.
Oh,
Oh,
loofah.
she looked like a loofah when she
Yeah.
came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, she looked like a loofah when she came out.
I
Yeah.
was like,
outfit.
That's right.
almost
Yeah,
lost
her
it.
costume.
I was actually
That's
a little
funny, yeah.
more engaged in this match than I thought I was going to be because going into it, I didn't really care. I love Rhea. I don't like Jade. So I was just kind of like, meh. But no, this was a much better match than I thought it was going to be. They're Jade is a powerful I can't talk. Jade is a powerful wrestler.
Mm.
And I actually
Yeah.
did see a little bit more of that tonight.
That night.
Or
Yep.
tonight, yeah, that night.
That night, yeah.
See, I can't talk. It was reminiscent to me of how she was with Jordan Grace in her matches,
Oh,
which
yeah.
I really loved that feud.
Yeah.
So I did enjoy this match a little bit more than I thought I would. I was
That's good.
definitely more impressed with Jade than I thought I was going to be. Because again, I'm not a huge fan, but
I think the problem
she I think is coming into her own a little bit more in WWE. I think the character they have her playing right now does not do her justice.
that's fair.
So
That's what I wanted
but
to touch
again, I didn't really see a whole lot of her in AEW either, so I
Right.
can't comment on anything other than what I've seen her in
So-
WWE.
So that's what I want to mention is I don't think this was a terrible match. I think
Right.
Jade's a great wrestler, and she showed that here again. It's just how she's being used
Yeah.
in the character
Trying to
because
see that a little bit more.
good because I don't care for Jade when she's part of her group. Like I don't like that she's with BFAB and
yeah.
who else?
Michin.
Yeah, Michin. I don't like that. I want her as her own to come into her own on her own by herself. She doesn't need a group. She is a very
and they
powerful
came out
athlete.
there and it was
Yeah.
dumb, and
just
then
lost it for me.
EO came out there and redeemed it, so that was good. But
Yeah. Anybody have any other thoughts on this before we move on to the main event?
Nope.
I liked their attire. I liked Rhea's attire.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Show the all white.
Yeah.
The inmate.
Yeah,
She's an inmate.
and they did explain that she wanted to make it look like an outfit from an insane asylum because Jade has been driving her crazy.
That's not
Okay.
all right,
Well,
guys. What are your?
I
what are your
will.
thoughts?
I will say real quick that Jade, being one of my favorite female wrestlers, really did kick a lot of
Yeah.
ass.
Of
But it
course.
was great because once again, it was a situation where we're going in, and I was the only one in the room that was like, "Hell yeah, Jade Cargill!" And they're like, "Oh, we do rather like ourselves Rhea Ripley." And I'm like, "Okay, yeah, we'll watch this fucking match since you guys don't watch SmackDown." And they really got acquainted because it's I don't know. I find it ridiculous that they make it so hard and don't just keep wrestling on one standard platform to watch it all because we don't watch SmackDown. So nobody else here even knew who Jade Cargill was. I mean, Rachel knew because I talk about it every once in a while,
Sure.
especially back in the AEW days.
Yeah.
I was like, no, check this out. This is gonna be a great fucking match,
Yeah.
and it really was. Because I watch like SmackDown, clips and updates and Simon Miller's ups and downs, but it was. I think this is another great match. As far as like to watch with my family, that I was like, yo, check out this person I like, fight this person that you like.
That's cool.
I mean,
Yeah.
I wish it was the Jade Cargill from AEW because that was
Yeah,
one
dude.
mean bitch. Like,
Yeah, man.
I loved her as the Jade Cargill in AEW. I mean, because she didn't take shit from nobody. Yeah, she had a group, but she didn't really need the group. And if it was the Jade Cargill from then versus Rhea Ripley now, it'd been a hell of a match to watch. And
Oh,
been more
dude, without a
invested.
doubt, bro.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
we're getting the
Undoubtedly.
WWE version of Jade, and I'm not like, I'm not digging this Jade.
Me neither.
Hmm.
All right, guys. We're going to move on. We got one match left as we come to the end of our WrestleMania 42 post show. It is the World Heavyweight Champion CM Punk taking on your tribal chief, the one true tribal chief, Roman Reigns. And boy, oh boy.
Yeah, let me start this so I can say, Josh, I'm sorry. I should have believed in you. But instead, I picked Punk to win. You know that.
I mean, that was fucked up.
Yeah, why
Well,
did you do that?
I still
You've
love
been
you, bro.
forgiven.
I still
You've
love
been
you.
forgiven.
You know, like great match.
Mhm.
Definitely was tearing the house down. I was glad there was no fuckery in this match because I hate fuckery in all the Roman's matches in the past years have had a lot of interference.
That's true. There was no fuckery in this match.
And I was just like, dude. And the best part was hearing AFI and then seeing
Miseria Cantare.
yes, that was it brought back those memories
Yeah.
from Ring of Honor, OVW, and then hearing and then seeing the Punk's jacket paying homage to Larry the Dog, and then all the guys that passed away that helped Punk throughout his career. Like that was
to him.
mad respect. I just man, what a match! Like I'm happy that Roman won the belt. Like I say, at least there was no fuckery. That's all I can say.
Yep.
And Josh is right. I was wrong.
Well, this was
Wow.
actually the longest match on the entire both nights. It went
What?
33. It went 33 minutes.
Holy
33 minutes and 57 seconds to be exact.
Okay.
I knew it was
The
the
longest
I
match
just
on the
didn't-
card.
I just
And
didn't know how
and
long.
boy, oh boy, you know what? I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this. I felt like I was watching an AEW match. That's how good this match was. Lots of back and forth, lots of false finishes, lots of edge of your
Yeah.
seat. You did not know who was going to come out on top. And both of these men put on a classic. This is going to go down as
Banger.
one of the WrestleMania matches of all time. I'm going to say it right now. This is my favorite match of the entire weekend.
Same.
And as much as I don't care for CM Punk, he did it.
Dude, he
Yeah.
put on a hell of a show.
He put on a
He
hell
was
of a match.
laughing.
I mean, he did
was
that dive
not-
off the top
I
rope,
mean,
put
he
Roman through the table.
yeah.
I love the ooh-ah from Punk.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Really
Ooh-ah!
put all of himself.
I called that
he
too.
He did. I tell you what, if neither of these guys ever wrestled again, this would be the best way for them to go out.
Yeah. This
Truly.
was a fantastic match.
Truly a WrestleMania match of all time.
Yeah.
And I mean, they just spot for spot, they each did each other's finishers. Like Punk hit the spear, Roman hit the GTS. You never knew who was going to tap out. Roman got the guillotine.
Yep.
Punk did the what's that fucking movie he
Anaconda
does?
of Ice.
Anaconda of Ice. I mean, you just didn't know. And I was pulling for Roman. And I was like, God damn it, they're going to make Punk win, aren't they? They're going to have him keep it. But nope, he lost. And Roman Reigns can now say he is the first person to win both the WWE Undisputed Championship and the World Heavyweight Championship. He's won them both.
Yeah.
And he's made a lot of history at this weekend. 11-time WrestleMania main eventer.
Yep, nobody else has done that but him.
Like, damn.
Insane.
And he's the only wrestler who's held the Raw version of the Universal title, the SmackDown version of the Universal title, the Undisputed
He's held
Championship.
them all.
Yeah.
He has all those belts.
It's like,
It's insane.
But mad respect to Roman.
It's kind of funny because Brian, you had said that if this was going to be a last match, or if either one of them was going to go out, this would be like a good last match, or however you worded that.
Yeah, if they could never wrestle again, this would be the way to go out.
Yes. However, it did kind of feel like a beginning again with Roman.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, like a new beginning.
Yeah, and it was kind of
like a reboot.
Well, and it was kind of put a little more. Oh, I'm losing words. Dag nabbit. It was kind of put a little bit more into that feeling again. If you all can decipher what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
In the post show, when Roman said all this part-time crap.
Yeah, he addressed. So they had the post show where they do this thing where they sit at the table and.
Oh, I didn't see that.
So Roman came out and he said, "I want to talk. You know what? We're going to put behind this part-time crap. I'm going to be here all summer. You better get used to me being here."
Yeah.
And so to me, I'm glad that he addressed that because as soon as he won, all over threads, all over Twitter, all over social media, everybody's like, "Oh, great, we're back to part-time Roman." I don't think he's going to be a part-time champion.
No,
I think
he sounds like he's all in.
he is feeling better. He needed some time away. He had some movies and he had Hollywood shit he had to do.
Yeah, of course.
And now he wants, I think we are about to see the twilight of his career. And he is now like, this is going to be his last ooh if you will, not the Rob.
Like I said, this is kind of like
And Josh picked that up.
this is the beginning
But
for him.
this is now, he's coming into his own. Granted, Raw happened. We'll talk a little bit about that. Raw happened, and Jimmy and Jay I feel like we're rebooting the bloodline again, which I'm like, I don't know.
But this could be the face bloodline.
Could be the face bloodline, or maybe because now we're gonna have Jacob Fatu versus Roman Reigns at Backlash, which I'm so here for that. And then he addressed Oba Femi. He goes, "Oh, Oba gonna kill me?" Because remember the crowd was chanting, "Oba's gonna kill you." He goes, "So Oba, you gonna kill me?" And I'm like, bro, I want to see Oba destroy Roman Reigns so fucking bad. He's champion. Please give me that this summer. Make that the SummerSlam Night 2 match.
Please.
All right, let me ask you this, because
Please.
if you go back to Raw, you had Punk and Cody. Do you see the WWE Undisputed Championship coming to Raw, and then the World Championship going to SmackDown?
Yeah, I do. Because to touch on Raw a little bit, they had Cody and Punk interact. Yeah, I think we're gonna have Punk versus Cody. So here's my prediction for SummerSlam, because these two matches are two. Oba and Roman will not be a match on like a Backlash or whatever the
Oh God, no.
are. So here's my prediction for SummerSlam. SummerSlam Night 1 is going to be Cody Rhodes versus CM Punk for the WWE Undisputed Championship.
Okay.
SummerSlam Night 2 is going to be Roman Reigns versus Oba Femi for the World Heavyweight Championship. Now, who wins those matches? I don't have a prediction for that yet. I know I want to win the Roman match. I want Oba Femi to win. But how we get there and how that road to SummerSlam goes, I don't know. Who do I want to win between Cody and Punk? I mean, I obviously want Cody to win because fuck CM Punk.
Right, fuck CM Punk.
But outside of that, if we're gonna complete CM Punk's career, I kind of think he's gonna have to have one more WWE Undisputed Championship run. I think he will be the one to dethrone Cody in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
And that way he can kind of be like, okay, I have truly done it all. And then what I think they will do is have his retirement match be at Survivor Series. It's going to start, it's going to end where it began again for him.
Man.
But until then, that's it. That is our WrestleMania 42. Did you have a thought, Raven, before we close it out?
There were two things that I wanted to touch up.
Absolutely.
Me, man. There were two things I wanted to touch on.
Yeah.
One, we started to mention it from night one, and then we kind of got off onto a different track.
Okay.
Bianca Belair came out and she announced that she is.
Oh yeah.
I mentioned it. I just touched on it.
Oh, we didn't mention her pregnancy.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
I said she came out and announced she was pregnant. They had to say. I just kind of skimmed through it.
Yeah, you did.
That was really cool, and like seeing Danhausen and Cena have fun on night.
Oh,
two.
the Danhausen Cena moment.
Yes.
Yep, about Sunday night. So John Cena actually said that was one of his favorite WrestleMania moments ever.
Oh, that's cool. I'm so happy for Donovan, dude. That guy.
And
having met him several times, oh man, that's so dope.
Back and see the look on John Cena's face when Danhausen was there and the smoke went off. And he was like he was gonna poof be gone, but he was still there. If you could see the look on John Cena's face, he was like a kid. Like it was just sheer delight.
It was joy.
On his face.
And that's what Danhausen does for people.
Yeah, it was just really cute.
You know?
It was a great little funny segment that, very, very
Josh
nice.
is our resident big Danhausen fan. How'd that make you feel, Josh, seeing that moment for him?
I mean, it was a big Danhausen moment. Well, what was great is my brother actually looked over at me and he goes, "Isn't that guy that you've just been following for like 10 years?" I'm like, "Yeah, man." Yeah, it is. I mean, it's not been exactly 10 years, but it's been a long time. Just because his wacky gimmick caught me, way back on the indies. He was I'd heard his name and I'd seen his name, and it's one of those things that it's like I was aware of him. And
Yeah.
then my buddy Anthony Lee was wrestling him at a
Oh, I know
local
him.
indie match.
I
Yeah.
didn't know
And I
anything.
was like, okay, I got to check this out. And it was just like, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen. I absolutely love this Danhausen guy.
He's awesome.
And I've been on him for a long time. I think the first time we interacted was Squared Circle Expo 2 or 3.
Yeah, that was my first interaction with him was SCX.
Yeah. And
That
I
was the
was just
first
like,
time I
dude, I
ever
love
saw
the things you're doing. Yeah.
Yeah, he's amazing, man.
So
And
one
then
of
now
the
he
things,
wasn't there this year.
I know, I
Yeah.
know. So one other thing before we close out, because I want to see if DJ Eric can do this. Before you came in, Eric, we were talking about
yeah, I was
we were
going to
talking about WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
Which WrestleMania was held in 3 cities? Which one was it?
WrestleMania 2.
And which cities were they?
New York, Chicago, LA.
Damn.
I knew it.
Yeah.
We knew it.
Do you know when it was? I know you said WrestleMania 2. Do you know when that was?
God, why are you asking all these hard questions at nighttime after dealing with a bunch of
It's
kids?
not hard for you. You're like the Bible of like freaking wrestling. You know, you're the Wikipedia of WWE.
I mean,
When was it, Eric? What year was it in?
Yeah, we'll stick with the
1986.
year.
I was
Okay,
6 years old.
There you go.
I guess the year is fine. Jeez. It was April 7th, 1986. But we
It was
won't
on a
hold-
Monday too.
It's on a Monday?
Yeah,
Yeah, what?
WrestleMania was on Monday.
A
That
lot
year.
back then they didn't really run on
What?
Sundays or
They
Saturdays.
didn't do weekend shows back in the day.
Josh was like, what?
Y'all didn't know that? I knew that.
Yeah,
they
they
did
always
well.
Survivor Series should be on Wednesday or
Oh.
Thursday. They always did it either the eve or the day of.
They did weird shit way back when.
Jeez Louise, man.
I guess it's
All
something
right.
that I never thought of. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys, we are going to go ahead and close it out. Let's close it out for sure. Thank you guys so much for listening to this episode, our 40th one of us talking about WrestleMania 42.
Almost hit
And I know we were like almost like right on the dot.
on it.
So 42 WrestleMania. That's fine. But guys, we're going to get back to doing some kind of semi-normal-ish episodes. We're talking about different things in pro wrestling. And if you have any ideas, like
We'll get back
would
to
you like
more
for
Raven
us
React.
to talk about? Yeah, we got to get back to more Raven Reacts.
We got
doing that
guests
next
coming
week.
on soon.
We're gonna have guests on our show,
Yeah.
and also we will be at PopCon on Sunday, May the 10th at noon. You'll be able to come and hang out with Josh, Raven, and I as we do our show, and I believe we're gonna have
Never
Mike
know. I might show
Noble.
up.
You better. It'd be cool if you did. But we're gonna have, I believe we're gonna have Mike Noble from WCWO show up
Wonderful.
and hang out. If he doesn't, I'm sure we can string along our friends from the Stable podcast and maybe do
We'll
a
have somebody.
Unstable Marks episode.
It'll
Maybe
be
you never know.
It'll be easy for us to get somebody
We'll
on.
rope somebody in.
Yeah.
But thank you guys so much for listening to this episode of A Bunch of Marks. Be sure to catch us on YouTube. Go check out our Squared Circle Expo 6 vlog. There's a lot to see there. We did some interviews and more. And we'll see you guys at PopCon. Take care, guys. Ooh.
Ooh-ah! Fox sound punk.